Hello YouTube, my name is Ninja Zombie Zero and today I'm here to present a new Let's Play, Civilization 4, Caveman the Cosmos. Now, Caveman the Cosmos has been a mega mod that's been in the works for who knows how long at this point. We're already up to version 37. Now I'm playing the SVN version. It's like the beta pretty much for version 38, build 9784. And let me go into the options I'm using for this Let's Play. I've been recording this on Twitch, by the way, so I figured I might as well make this introduction video for once I upload this series to YouTube. Now I'm playing as the Khmer. I did select a random Civ and a random leader, but I originally rolled the Neanderthals, which don't have a native culture. It's a pretty big thing later in the game once you unlock cultures, which are pretty important. So I re-rolled and we're playing as a Khmer this playthrough. I'm playing on Monarch difficulty. The map I'm using is CGC Planet Generator 068. Using a huge site map. I believe it. I believe on the forums it said avoid stuff past giant or gigantic in case because there's memory issues. I'm playing the prehistoric era, obviously. Came in the Cosmos greatly expands the eras that you have. Um, and you're supposed to start in Prehistoric anyway. The furthest I've ever played on CDC was early Classical, but it goes beyond that up to Transcendent, Future, Nanotech. But we're gonna start on Prehistoric. The speed is Eternity. That's 8,000 over 8,000 turns. So we're gonna be here a while. The map settings for this are on default. Victory condition is Mastery. It pretty much means that if me or one of the AI Civs get a victory, we're still going to continue. It's pretty much victories are important because they get points, but it's all going to matter once we're at the end. The option I'm using is city flipping after conquest, my bad. So it pretty much means cities can flip back if if culture overwhelms them. Start as Miter Civs. Any Civs that we find will be hostile to us, just like if we were barbarians, pretty much. Up until writing in the mid-ancient era, usable mountains because that would be pretty useful. It pretty much makes that the peaks that we find will eventually we can eventually use. I think that's in medieval era, if I'm not mistaken. Surround and destroy, that's more convenient for me because we're using the combat mods for Caveman the Cosmos. Advanced diplomacy, barbarians can have their own generals. No zones of control. This was recommended because the game will bog down if there's a lot of forts. Great commanders, great generals. It's pretty much gives great generals more utility. Advanced economy, realistic culture spread. I'm using it along with, I have it written down right here, along with cities start with one tile and larger cities without metropolitan administration. It pretty much means that our starting cities will not have culture at all. It will only be able to use the city tile that it starts out with, and as we get more culture, where cities can eventually work the tile around them up to a 3 tile radius once a city gets influential on its culture level. Realistic corporations. I think this is to help the AI, I believe. That one's off. Advanced espionage, advanced nukes, define profits for the many religions that are in this game. I have infinite experience, but I'm also using more experience level and assigned specialist experience. This will pretty much balance out the infinite experience. Um, this will make the units more or less balanced because there's a lot of unit promotions in the game. starting with brutes and rock doors. And there's like a large unit upgrade tree. And also unlimited national units. This is more connected to the cultures that we can get based on our native culture. This allows um, national units and heroes. We'll probably see some later in the game, not in the start. Developing leaders and start without positive traits. Um, every leader has, well, every leader, if you don't have these two checked on, have 2 positive and 1 negative trait. Developing leaders allows leaders to gain new traits and negative ones as they get more and more culture. And this is more because this is more of convenience for me and AI because there's some combinations that work out pretty good. There's some that work out pretty bad. If I weren't selecting these two, I probably would select Kublai Khan because he has a good mix, even though it pretty much means that Civs hate our guts. And start with all positive traits. This two combined means that all the Civs don't have any starting traits, and I believe these balance each other out. We'll be able to select their own traits, but so will the AI, so I'm curious what will happen. We're using all the Caveman, the Cosmos combat mods, fight or flight, regards the wildlife, like withdrawals and the counters that which are pursuits, as well as some speed combat and such. Size matters. I'm not sure if the AI is fixed for this one. I'm not sure, but this involves units having a lot of. It basically involves size. If 3 units, a unit can split into 3 smaller ones. They can also merge if you have 3 of the same size and type. So I'm curious what will happen when the AI messes with this and me. More rivers, it's more of a convenience for me, especially since I'm not sure how rivers will spawn on this planet generator. I usually play on Perfect World 2F. Is that? Yeah, I usually play on this one, but I'm trying out planet generator. Let's see. Assign. I already talked about the experience ones. Teleporting hunter rewards. This is more of a convenience for me and the AI. Hunting matters early game up until writing. Well, beyond writing, but it matters especially in prehistoric and ancient era. Um, there are myths. Well, hunting trophies allow you to make myths, and myths give research, which is important early game, but it turns into a cultural bonus after writing. So this is more for convenience. I believe that one, I believe ancient civs, once a civ reaches the ancient era, this would turn out anyway. So this is just prehistoric. It basically means that hunting trophies, instead of us escorting them back, they'll go back to our nearest city. More for convenience, like I said. Amnesty for units using rite of passage. This is more so that me or the AI doesn't cheat and pick off units with hidden units. Hide and seek allows it allows units to be invisible. So pretty much, if your unit doesn't know a specific form of invisibility, then it'll we won't be able to see that unit, and vice versa for them. Neanderthal cities. Neanderthals, which are the barbarians for the prehistoric era, will eventually have their own cities. Neanderthals are tougher than civilized, or tougher, or Neanderthals are much tougher than normal normal units. While Neanderthals are more tougher than our units that we can have. I believe Neanderthals are like a little bit stronger than normal units, and them having their own cities, it's will cause a lot of chaos. I'm looking forward to that. Realistic Siege, I'm not sure how this will play out. Neither will I know about win for losing. I've checked this one. This one's from one of the SVN versions. I forget which one. So I'm not sure how this will play out. I know that this will affect sieges. And without warning, this is stealth attacks, ambushes, assassinations. The wildlife will probably show this off if I run into a tiger or such. I'm playing on Monarch, and that's pretty much it. I'm not sure how long these episodes will be that I upload to YouTube. I might use the entire video. I might cut this off to maybe half hour or hour chunks. I'm not sure yet. But this is it for the introduction. Next episode, wait, I'll include some information down below where you can download this mod, as well as my Twitch channel that I'll be recording these in advance if you somehow want to see these episodes in advance. But the next episode will be the first of who knows how many episodes of Game of the Cosmos, and I'll say this in advance, most, if not the entire series, will not include audio. I have issues with lots of background noise, so this will probably be the only episode where I actually talk. Go figure. But this has been me, Ninja Zombie Zero, and I look forward to you stopping by, either in the Twitch chat or just watching the next episode. See ya.